Hey, Soul Warriors. March is not just another page on the calendar. It's a gateway to new energies and transformations. Are you feeling the shift? The universe is lining up some unique portals to your new world this month, and it's all about tapping into the frequencies that match. In this video, we're diving deep into the energy update for March, uncovering what the stars have in store for us and how to harness this power to manifest beyond your dreams. Are you ready? I'm certainly ready. I have been preparing for this. I've been waiting patiently and stepping more and more into who I am. So March is all about these opportunities that are going to come up, these unique portals. These are like once in a lifetime opportunities. And if you're in alignment, they will be there. These doors are going to appear. And you can either not see them at all and totally miss them. You can slam the metal bar down across the door so it will never open. Mm. Or you can tap into the things that are going to help that door unlock.
What if you're not ready for it? What if you're...
That's okay too. So if you're, this is the thing with the frequency. This is all about energy and feelings and the emotions that go behind it and beliefs. So if you're still in this belief that I'm not ready, that's too big, that's too scary, that you probably won't even see this door.
Mm. But and that would be such a miss.
It would be. And that's why we're putting this out, because we really want you to be able to, if this is, you know, I have this dream, I have this intention, and don't be too tight on whatever that is that you think, because usually what the universe delivers is beyond our wildest imagination. We have a very limited way of thinking of what we want. So opening that all up, because again, unique opportunities, these portals are big.
Just think of it like being Black Friday or something, you know, and they open those doors and everybody rushes in. You know, you will be in that energy of like, okay, I see the door open, go through it, beeline it to the things that you're excited about, things that you want to manifest in your life. But keeping that emotion that brings forth that manifestation very, very clear.
Exactly. So old belief systems that don't serve you, that's what's going to slam that door across the bar. That's going to be that security guard saying, sorry, store's at capacity. You don't get that big screen TV today.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that if that's what you wanted to get.
Exactly.
It's just, that's sadness.
Yes.
So let's look a little bit at emotions and what feelings are. So emotion is a sensation that comes into your body. Then beliefs, those crazy, hard-coded beliefs in the background come and rear their ugly head and help you apply meaning, and that's the feeling that comes out of it. So, big opportunity, doors fly open, emotion comes in like, oh my God, here we go. And then the unconscious mind's like, this is scary. We could get trampled. There probably won't be any TVs left anyway. Can you really afford that? This is, and you get all these feelings of maybe doubt, dread, anxiety, overwhelm, and you don't get the TV. I don't know why I'm using TV, but I guess that's one of the common things people buy on Black Friday, I guess. But I mean, we're talking about life-changing things. We're talking about business opportunities, relationship opportunities, you know, love-wise, friendship-wise, spiritual connections. We're talking about businesses and, you know, whatever lights you up, a trip that you've always wanted to take, and it just like suddenly lines up. Somebody you've always wanted to meet, and suddenly this connection happens, and there they are.
Yeah. It's interesting because I don't think we're aware just how much our emotions play a part in what we can or cannot achieve.
Yeah.
And being aware of that is the trick. Because if you're saying to yourself, I'm angry because that's just the way I am. That's just the way I am is a belief.
Completely.
Okay. It's changeable. Just because you're an angry person doesn't mean that you can be a solid, calm individual at the same time. It's that part of you that's attached to that construct of what feels safe or better for you. Because sometimes we are very comfortable with the monster we know versus the change that we should be going towards. So, being aware of that's the thing.
Right. March is really asking you to stop playing hide and seek with yourself. Whatever you're avoiding, whatever you're hiding from, whatever you're ignoring, those are the things that really you need to take a look at. Those are the things that are anchoring you down right now. Those are the things that are putting out those feelings of I'm overwhelmed, I'm angry, I'm sad out into the universe. And they're like, oh, okay, they must want more of that because that's where they're sitting. It's just who I am. It's just how I am. They like who they are. They like sitting in this stuck place apparently. And you're like, no, I don't. And you're getting angry and you're getting more frustrated and you're putting that out. And they're like, okay. And you're like, no, I want, the house on the ocean in St. John's and the sea. And I want blah, blah, blah. And I want this relationship and I want to be seen and heard. And they're like, okay, leave your relationship. Oh, but financially, and what's the family going to say? And, and they're not that bad. We just, we have our ups and downs, and you talk yourself back into that comfort zone place. This is where they're really asking. This is you playing hide and seek with yourself. Fun game when we're kids doesn't serve you now. The more you're dropping it's who I am, you're dropping things like other beliefs. If you have financial issues, got to work hard. Hard work makes you money. Hard work makes you successful. And you're having trouble with the bank account and you're like, I'm just going to take another job. I'm going to do a side hustle. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do all these things. And I'm running around and I'm depleting myself and I'm overwhelmed and I'm tired and I'm not spending quality time with anybody. I'm not having fun. I'm not doing things I love. I'm doing it for money. And guess what? You still have bank account issues.
Yeah.
And it's because you're operating on a faulty, again, not your fault, a faulty belief that was installed when you were a kid, when you were growing up. We don't have to adhere to these anymore, but we have to pay attention, like what we say all the time. Or just simply watch where your pain is. Is your pain in your relationship? Is your pain in the job? Is your pain, in anxiety? Is it financial? Like, what is it? How is it showing up? What feeling? And where is it showing up? And then how can you walk through that to a different vibration, a different feeling? Can you see how you're applying meaning to the emotion that's coming into your body? Because if energy is always in motion and you're choosing to, here comes the emotion, it's, emotion, energy in motion. It's a law of physics. Energy is always moving. Spirit, God, the universe needs that energy to be moving to create change. And if you're anchoring into the anxiety, you're anchoring into the struggle, you're anchoring into the stuckness, there is no room for them to help you.
Yeah. I mean, if you're more comfortable being in the life situation, relationship, that isn't serving you because you have somehow decided that what you do want is far more scarier than what you have, you're sending mixed signals right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Because being solid in like, I want a wonderful relationship, loving, where I'm seen, where I'm heard, where, the passion is there and all those things. Right. But then you're here, you are in a relationship where you have none of that, but you can't seem to find a way to step outside of it. Like really say, this isn't for me. I can't keep being here. This is not the life I wanted. If you're not able to do that, to be able to entertain the possibilities of what can happen, you're staying stuck. So if that door opens in March for you, where it's like, okay, I need to be out. This is not for me anymore. Please step into that and really get curious about what's to come. Is it going to be easy? Probably not. Is it going to be painful?
Maybe.
Maybe. It all depends on what you attach to it. what you're going to attach to that pain. It's going to be as hard or as easy as you decide. That's the bottom line with that. You know, a lot of the times I've tell people, you have self-fulfilling prophecies.
Yeah.
You decide. If you're saying that, you know, so and so is going to leave me in 3 years, and that's the story that's consistently going in your mind. 3 years up, person leaves. You've given that so much freaking energy that it made it happen, because that's what the universe is listening to. You attach that emotion, then you consistently with action was speaking about it. So here it is. Be very mindful of what you really want. And then find the courage, because it's in there. Find the courage to move forward. Take all the actions to get you to where you want to be. Versus, I'm comfortable here. This is less scary, even though I don't like it, but it's less scary. Because what are you going to gain from that? Absolutely nothing, other than probably feeling bitter, hurt, bored, you name it, all those things that you're not quite liking to begin with, being there. So you move towards the thing that you do want, and boldly decide that it's going to be as easy as fuck. That you're going to get to where you want to be and have those feelings that you want 100% of the time. That's going to be worth going towards that.
I want to give you a quick message before we get back to this episode. Unlock the secrets of your soul for free with Soul Notes. Say goodbye to feeling stuck and hello to the validation of your alignment. These weekly prompts are filled with reminders, gentle nudges, and sometimes a kick in the ass, all with love from your soul. Don't just take our word for it. Try Soul Notes for yourself and see the difference it can make in your life. Trust us, your soul and you will thank you. Just go to soulnote.org. That's SOULNOTE.org. Now back to our podcast. I saw this thing the other day, a video of Bashar talking to somebody who had asked him a question. And it kind of sums all this up really, really well, makes it really tangible for you, really visible. Take something in your hand. If you have something small, like I have this piece of paper, whatever's around your phone, put it down. You put it down? Okay, now pick it up. Was that hard? No, it wasn't. You know why? Because action and knowing go hand in hand. I knew I could pick up this piece of paper. I did it with ease. I knew I could put it back down. I put it back down. When you decide, when you get that gut pull, that soul pull, that this relationship, this job, whatever it is no longer serving me, as easy as you pick this up or you put that down, you have the conversation, you make the plans, and you go. But we don't. No. We think about all the things that could go wrong. I didn't go, oh my God, it might be really hard for me to pick up that piece of paper. I've done it. Like, we've all left jobs. We've all made money and lost money. We've all been in relationships and done people wrong, and they've done us wrong. We've been through all of it, and we're okay every single time. We have tons of evidence that we're okay. Is it challenging? Can it be tough? Yeah. Can it be painful? Yep, because that's when we're in resistance. But so we get approached with something because the universe is constantly giving you these opportunities, these portals. And we apply all this extra meaning, like, oh, I could get a paper cut, that ink could run and get all over my hands, and then, what would people think if I, because I have to go somewhere next? Like, there's all, I don't know. What if I hurt my back bending down to pick up that piece of paper? I might pick it up later. This is what we're doing with our lives. Mm-hmm. So that's the energy that's going out, and the universe is like, yeah, they don't like it. They can leave or do something different and take the action steps to do that, but then they're ignore it, hide it, bury it, deal with it later. And it gets worse and worse and worse because now there's 50 pieces of paper piled up. So it is big, and it's probably all dusty and dirty at this point. Like, this is a visual of what we're energetically doing.
So this piece of paper, based upon what she was saying, this piece of paper now became a bunch of stacks of reams of paper.
Yep. It's heavy. It's dirty.
Heavy. So it makes it a lot harder because you decided that that emotion was far scarier
than taking the action.
And that's what the March energies are about. It's about putting light into something that you truly want. The door is going to open, and it's saying, listen, whatever emotion, whatever structure, whatever system you've decided is normal, it's not going to work here. What's going to work is that you are clear that that is where you want to be, that is who you want to be, and you wholeheartedly go towards it with actions, not with the emotions of I can't, I shouldn't, what if I'm this, what if that happens. That needs to be left behind, and be as secure as picking up this piece of paper.
Exactly.
You do it instinctually, knowing, not ever questioning that you're able to do it.
Yep.
That's what March energies are all about.
Yep. It's having confidence and letting your soul self, your inner knowing, lead. I can pick up the paper. I picked up the paper. Not letting the excuses and the beliefs and all that other crap that's built up in your head. So doing your work every single day is noticing these things, noticing these pain points, shifting them. How can I step more and more into the light, as you said, and also shining the light on these dark places. Because if we have these places of these jobs and these relationships or the bank account or your health or whatever it is that's not working for you, we keep it in the darkness and we go in the cave with it. And then we're like, I'm cold, I'm scared, it's dark, I don't like it. Yeah. And we just keep doing that instead of shining our own inner brilliance, our own light, our soul self on it. Maybe having the conversation with people about, say, your health. When I was having a health crisis myself a few years ago, when I started talking about it with other people, all of a sudden connections started coming in that ended up leading to my wellness. Instead of me repeatedly just going to doctor after doctor, prescribing thing after thing that just made me worse. Then I got connected with the people that knew.
Right.
And I got better.
Because you got aligned.
Right.
You got aligned with how you wanted to feel. You wanted to feel better. And then you took whatever action that got you to that place.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. It's about really getting clear what it is that you want to create, adding the light into the darkness of the things that you're ignoring, so that you can manifest better, quicker, and it be in a place where it's actually serving you.
Right. And the pictures I'm getting right now in my head are that knowing that I proceeded from. I didn't know, like if I took this herb and switched this food and took that medication, I would heal. I didn't know, but I knew in my gut. I knew in my soul that I'm encoded with how to heal, with how to have a good relationship, with how to shine bright. I know that. So I led from that. So if you're like, I'm a very logical person and I used to say, I have to understand it, has to make sense to me. Belief. I clung to it has to make sense to me. It has to be logical for like 40 years. Yeah. Dug deep into that, which is it's resistance and it's shoving down your soul self. So we're all here doing this work, trying to connect more and more with who we are and listen to spirit, listen to our soul. But then we're putting upon it constantly. So that inner knowing doesn't mean knowing here. It's the inner knowing coupled with the taking the action steps.
Yeah.
And you never know, like the relationship, you could start talking to the person in the relationship and they're like, oh, thank God we both feel the same way, because I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but this hasn't really been, feeling good for me for some time. And maybe by coming back together, it takes your relationship to a whole new level. You don't know. Or you can just part amicably instead of waiting for things to blow up. Because if you want to stay in these things, that's okay too. This is free will. You will have the opportunity to cycle through it as many times as you need to, as many times as you need to feel the pain, until you get sick and tired of it and choose to listen to the soul and take action from that. Feel free, you can do it the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But March is going to have big leaps forward. It's a leap year too, isn't it? I think it's a leap
so.
year. That's really weird.
Hmm.
I don't even know. It might be. If so, then yeah, there's the theme right there. These are going to be big quantum leaps forward instead of like the little, inching towards things that we used to have. So this is get ready, shine your light, tap into the brilliance of who you are, and take advantage of these opportunities. And share in the comments like what hit you most, if you've had any of them, because I know some people have already been experiencing them filtering in, our clients that we coach at the end of February. Let us know what's going on for you, what feels like it's bubbling up for you or has potential to be that big portal. We'd love to hear it. And subscribe so you don't miss any other of our energy updates and our weekly videos. And we appreciate all of you.
Yeah, I'll leave you with this. One thing that Spirit left me with that I always go by. Trust that if you jump into a pool, there will be water in it. This is how our life is. We have to trust ourselves in ways we haven't in the past. And that's what March energies are all about. All right. Be kind. Peace.